Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jim Biggins. I'm with the Alpha Media group of radio stations here in Saginaw, WSGW, 790 AM and 100.5 FM, 106.3, The Core, WGER, KISS 107, WTLZ, and New Country, 94.5, The Moose, that's WCEN. This is kind of fun because this has become sort of an annual thing where when Peace Lutheran School in Saginaw Township, corner of Lawndale and Shattuck, they have an open house. And that open house is today. And so let me bring in Misty Gower. Misty is the communications and marketing director with Peace Lutheran. And we've known each other for a little while here. Misty, good to see you again.
Hi, it's great to see you too. Thanks for being here.
I bet you guys are pretty excited about what's going on over there at Peace Lutheran because
Yeah. Oh,
my
yeah.
my first contact was when my son started there, and that's probably 16 years ago. And the building is bigger. There's more things going on, and it seems like the expansion kind of never ends, which is amazing, which is, and
Yes.
it's exciting too. So, where would you like to start today?
Well, we're going to start right down here in the Early Childhood Center. This is the
Okay.
part that was built onto our building just a few years ago when we added on to this side of the building. That allowed us to start taking in infants and toddlers for the first time.
Mhm.
We've always had preschool, pre-K programs, but now we're able to care for your babies right from the very beginning all the way through grade 8 right here in this building. So we're going to get started right here in our welcome area, and then I'm going to actually take you all the way through the building.
Okay.
And the first person, I'm going to switch my camera here, but the first person that we are going to be talking to is our early childhood program director. Her name
Okay.
is Kathy, and she's going to tell you all about the wonderful programs on this end of the building.
Kathy, is it okay if I start just by asking you about, what's the importance of early childhood education? Because this is something that's really expanded there at Peace, and why is that so important?
We really think that it's important to start with Jesus from the time you're 6 weeks old and keep going with it all the way up through kindergarten. So the kids start out learning finger plays and songs in our infant and toddler classes, and then preschools twos, we start sitting them down for a little Jesus time, and then our preschool classes learn about different Bible stories each week.
Why don't you show us a little bit of what the early childhood area looks like, and maybe tell us a bit about what goes on in each of these different areas of the building?
This is our wonderful multi-purpose room. We're able to use this room like a gym. We're also able to use it for our before and after school care in our kindergarten through third grade summer camp that starts in June and goes through August. And we also use it for lunchtime for half of our preschoolers.
You mentioned summer camp there, and years ago when my son was young and at Peace, this is before all that came about. Can you tell us a little bit about the summer camp stuff?
Sure. Our elementary summer camp starts at kindergarten and goes through third grade. You do not need to be a family that attends Peace School. We will start enrollment for that the beginning of April. We go on a field trip each week that's based on a theme. Themes can be anything from sports to cowboys to nature, anything that the teacher is working on. And we have a group that's here between like 20 to 30 kids each week.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. That is great. Where are we going to head next?
We're going to go down our hallway. We have a preschool twos class. You're seeing some of their artwork. These kids are between the ages of 21 months all the way up to 33 months. And then we also have a multi-age preschool that you can come and attend anywhere from 1 day all the way up to 4 days. And that class is 2.5-year-olds all the way up to 4-year-olds. All of our classrooms have bathrooms in them. You do not need to be potty trained to come to this preschool class. And we also have 5-day programs, and we'll be seeing some of those classrooms.
That's awesome. Those classrooms are beautiful. I love the artwork too. It's like it's the world's largest refrigerator. We just
Yes, yes.
Just
Yeah.
wait till you get to the other end. We've got some new ways of displaying our older kids' art that is just
Yes,
gorgeous.
beautiful. This is our toddler room, and you'll see that it's a little bit different than our preschool rooms.
Hey, Kathy, can
Um,
I have you repeat that part? I know as you turned
Sure,
your back,
sure.
I think I missed a little bit of that.
That's okay. This is our toddler room. You'll notice it's a little bit different than our preschool rooms in that we have half walls to separate the eating area from the playing area. This classroom is for kids that are about 11 months all the way up to 18 months. So we were very blessed to be able to add a new classroom last year, and that is the preschool twos.
Very good. Very awesome. Boy, this, I had no idea how much of the building now was dedicated to the early childhood efforts. It's really expanded quite a bit.
Yes, it has. I'm going to take you now into one of our preschool rooms. You'll see some teachers in here getting ready for the open house. This is our preschool, our pre-K fours, and we also do a 4-5 for young fives as well. You can choose to do a half-day program or a full-day program with this age group. And they learn not only how to, what sounds the letters make, but they also learn how to put those sounds together to make words. They also do a lot of STEM activities, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. We add religion to that and art to that to make STREAM.
It's great that
So,
they're getting, yeah, that's such an early start on those things because I think we all kind of witnessed what happened, during COVID and stuff, and trying to keep kids, up to speed and up to pace so that, by the time they're done there, they're ready for high school or whatever comes next. So that's pretty exciting that you're really getting that early start.
yes, we think it's really important for the kids to communicate with each other and collaborate together.
Very good. Now, where are we going?
I think we're going on to the rest of the school.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'll
Well, thank
take
you
it
so
from
much,
here.
Kathy. We appreciate
Yes,
all
thank
that.
you. Come
Kathy
and join
Pearson.
us this afternoon. See what we're all about. And please come in and we're ready to enroll. So we're excited to have community families come in and meet the teachers and see our classrooms.
It's so important because one of the things about meeting the teachers there, you will feel how much they love kids. That was one of the first things
Mhm.
that my wife and I were impressed with, and immediately were excited about peace. Was just, that feeling. But and you can't really duplicate that outside of just meet that teacher face to face, have a conversation. It's great.
Yep.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you.
right.
Have a great afternoon.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Kathy. You
Kathy.
too. All right. We'll turn it back to Misty Gower, the communications director and
Yeah. I'm just going to
human
give
mobile
you
camera.
I'm going to give you a trip down the rest of this blue hallway. And what you can see here in the middle coming up is a giant, beautiful tree. And the reason for that is, of course, we are opening our school to the community today from 1 to 3. And we are using the same theme that we are for our school year this year, which is rooted in Christ. So you can see the roots there and the tree, and also Pastor Hauser. Hi, this is Pastor Hauser, and he is our principal here at Peace.
Yes, I was just standing by the free cookies we're gonna have. They're not here yet.
They're not here yet. Well,
Oh.
Jim asked us to save him one, so
I'm not making any promises. I haven't had breakfast or lunch, so we'll see.
he was looking for those cookies.
I'll see what I can do. Where are we headed next?
Well, I thought we would show people our media center. It's kind of a cool place where
Beautiful.
tradition meets modern technology. So I'd love for you to tell folks about it.
Yeah, so this is basically our library and our technology lab. So this is where the kids have technology a few days a week. And this is where they come to see Marion the librarian.
Oh, well, and she's right here. Hello, Marion the librarian.
She makes this place as beautiful as it is. Not just what it looks like, but gives the kids lots
I wonder, Misty, if you could get Pastor Hauser just a little close to your phone there, just so we can hear him a little bit better. Oh, I think we may have lost his microphone there.
Can you hear us now?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now
Okay,
it's fine.
sorry
Thank
about
you.
that.
Yep, that's all right.
So anyway, just the beauty of the room allows it to be a meeting space where we have lots of different meetings.
Oh, I think we may have lost him again there.
Well, let's get out of this room.
It just came back there.
Okay, well, we're
Misty.
going to move where maybe there isn't a little a blip because we still have so much to show you anyway. So,
Well, let me just fill in a little bit for anybody who might have missed. While they were in
Yeah.
there, you might have noticed that the room was kind of divided. There's sort of a traditional library. As you're walking in to the left and to the right, you'll see just rows and rows of computer and technology. So the kids definitely get a taste of both, which is important. And in the center,
Yes.
of course, Pastor Hauser was showing the area that is used for meetings and such, and has those beautiful open windows.
Yeah.
Just it feels good to be in that room. I've been in there many times over the years. So, okay, where are we going to pick it up from now?
It's well said. It feels good to be in the room. It's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to really quickly just say hello to our admissions director. Hello, and one of our school office people here. And there's Miriam. It looks like she's ready to take some people on a tour. So you'll want to come here 1 to 3 because we do have a lot of our own students and their families leading the tours today because we want them to tell our guests just how special this place is, and they're the best to speak to that.
Mhm.
We're gonna
Sure.
we're gonna go into our gymnasium now.
Yeah. This is arguably the most beautiful spot. I know I just said that about the media center, but we are very blessed with an enormous gym. I don't know if you can tell that from the camera you have here, but it is a beautiful space. We not only use this for all of our different sporting events, but we, because we're a Lutheran school, we're able to worship in here each week and have a chapel service where the kids get to worship together, which is pretty great. And all sorts of sports. I mean, not all of them take place in here, but we've got track, we've got cross country, we've got volleyball, we've got soccer, we have basketball, we have boys volleyball even in the spring. What else? Am I missing anything?
I think you got them
We do-
all.
we do-
Yeah.
We do a whole lot of stuff.
Palms is
yes,
huge.
cheerleading and Palms, yes, and they had an incredible performance on Friday night. And we're not mediocre. We're actually we
No.
send kids to national tournaments for cross country just this past year, and in the past few years we've had basketball teams that have qualified not only for the state tournament down in Ann Arbor, but for our national tournament at Valpo University. So we take sports. Some would argue a little too seriously here at Peace sometimes, but we're very blessed with a beautiful gym and a lot of great coaches and a lot of good programming.
Jim, did your son play any sports while he was here at Peace?
He did. He played 2 years of basketball. So yes, he got to play in that gym, and I got to sit in those stands many times. And I also recall because he was in music as well. He's playing that clarinet on a stage set up in the corner there on a number of occasions. So yeah, we're very familiar with that room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go back out here to our commons area. Normally, I would take you through a shortcut, but I really want to point out something that's brand new here this is our junior high wing. And if you look along these walls, we just had these built, and they've been built by some, I believe, people in our congregation who wanted to make sure that not only were we protecting the walls, but giving a beautiful space for our students' art to be displayed and shared with their friends and their families whenever they come in here, because we feel like art is just as important as, science and math, and we try and really nurture the entire student here
Yeah.
at Peace.
It's great too because kids have so many different talents that they don't discover till they try something new. And if it's not available to them, they never try it. They can go years without ever discovering that. And it's wonderful that that opportunity is there. And I love the idea of those display boards. Boy, that's I don't know whose idea that was, but kudos to them.
Yeah, Jim, you hit the nail on the head. Sometimes these kids don't know what's inside of them until they get the chance to tap into it. And we have an art teacher, Connie Willenweber, who is second to none, in my opinion. And we've done whatever we can to equip her to do what she does. Some of our artwork has been award winning too, that some of these kids enter into contests. These actually are not fully finished either. We're going to have some lighting up top that's going to be added here in the coming weeks so that we can literally spotlight it.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Very
Wonderful.
nice.
Well, since you were talking about your son playing the clarinet, I think next we need to go into our music room.
Solid transition, Mrs.
Hi,
Fowler.
you know, I try.
Yep, this is our music room. This is where we have music class because it's part of our core curriculum here, but also choir, which goes all from preschool all the way up until 8th grade. We also have band where we have sort of an adjunct professor that comes from Valley Lutheran High School and helps to lead our band students. We have a music festival every year, which our kids always do incredibly well at, always collecting awards and whatnot. So yeah, and this space is just beautiful. It was built as a music room, as I don't know if you can tell, but the acoustics in here are pretty incredible for a room inside of a school.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And we bring little biddies down here too, for music because we feel like it's important from the very beginning,
And Miss Gunther has a lot of instruments that she will have the kids. I mean, we've got kids as young as 4 starting to try out a ukulele. So similar, like you had talked about, if that's not something that's available to the kids, they may never know they have a passion or a God-given talent in it. And so we try to tap into that as well. A lot of good stuff in here.
And we partner with Valley Lutheran for our band teaching.
Yep.
And so you're literally getting a high school level band teacher here at Peace.
Well, and beyond that, I think literally just on Friday, the kids went over to Valley for one of their rehearsals. And so we tried to get them over there. We kind of consider Valley Lutheran our high school. They're an association high school with a lot of different schools that feed into it. But we feel like we're one with them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good space in here.
Yeah, that is. It's having lived in a number of places and seen an awful lot of schools with my boys. That was a real blessing when we saw what was available because our son had some interest in music, but where do you start? And
Right.
and the teachers were outstanding. They let the kids try different instruments and just kind of see what kind of made their eyes open a little bit, and then kind of go from there.
That's right.
We're just continuing down our green hall, which as I said, is our junior high hall. And we have, these are your standard classrooms. This is our 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Pittman. Hello, how are you doing today?
Great, loving the sunshine.
Yeah, with all the snow, it helps. So Mrs. Pittman is going to be on hand today in her classroom, like almost all of our teachers
Yeah.
today. And whenever you come out from 1 to 3, you can go right in and even talk to who might be your child's teacher today. We love this opportunity with the open house that we can show you this live stream and hopefully whet your appetite a little to just come in. It's a very no pressure situation. We just want you to come in and get an idea about our school and our early childhood program. Hi, Mrs. Rossi. Mrs. Rossi is our 6th grade teacher, and
It's rocking out in here.
yeah, she's got a whole concert going on in here. So be sure to check out her room. Sounds like fun. And then we have a couple of teachers in here. Hi. They're just waiting. And this is our 5th grade room. As I was telling you earlier, that's Mr. Pett. He's also our athletic director.
Yes.
So all those sports we were talking about are very important to him. And he has done a wonderful job of really getting our sports out to our kids and showing what's available. Because even though we're a Lutheran school, we really do try and have all of the opportunities available to our students as public schools. And I would even argue that we have some more. Yeah, yeah, especially with arts and things that have been cut. Hey, thanks. All right. I almost hit Pastor Hauser with my selfie stick, but we're fine.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It wouldn't be the first time. Gotta keep him in line. So if you can go into our art studio and turn on some lights here.
Fun.
We might be having a little connection issue in that room. We'll see.
Entire building.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to move around a lot because it looks like we might be glitching a little. But this is our art studio. And whenever I was talking about a few years ago that we added on to the other end of the building for our early childhood center, we got 2 new classrooms on the end of this building. And that was this absolutely gorgeous state-of-the-art art studio. Over in the corner there, you can see we even have kilns where our students can do their own, make their own pottery and ceramics. And it's just an absolutely beautiful and functional space for kids to get in here and use their creativity and make a little mess. And believe me, the art studio, the art teacher, she loves making a mess with them, but it helps their creativity.
Yeah, a beautiful mess. She, like I said, I can't say enough about who our art teacher is, and I'm thrilled that we have such an incredible teacher, and we're able to give her such an incredible space. And the combination means some pretty incredible artwork out of these kids. Again, some who have literally won awards throughout the state for stuff that they've done in this very room. So I would love, honestly, if for no other reason, come check out this room between 1 and 3 p.m. today, because I think you'll be pretty mind blown that this is part of an elementary school. It's a beautiful space.
Boy, that is nice.
Thank
That
you.
That's an impressive space right there. And continue theme rooted in Christ. There you go.
Yeah, you'll see that throughout. You'll see it on all of our shirts, actually, except for Pastor Hauser, who evidently
I'm a Packers
forgot.
fan. Oh, I'm a Packers fan. I'm in mourning.
He's in mourning because of the Packers. So this is the final space that we want to show you today. This is, hi, it's Mrs. Cobalt. She's getting ready to welcome all of our guests today, too. This is our state-of-the-art science lab. And it just, every time I walk in here, I'm amazed that this is an elementary school science lab.
Yeah.
You know, we have the eye wash stations. We're not kidding around here, you know. You could catch on fire or whatever. We're ready.
It is an incredible space. Mrs. Cobalt, what's your favorite thing to do in this room?
Teach children.
Teach children.
Teach children, right.
You know, Mrs. Cobalt, a few years ago, she had kids doing physics programs, I remember, out of food. And they had like Oreo wheels and other things. And then they were
You're making their cells.
oh, okay, yeah. And they race them and everything. And we just, we love Mrs. Cobalt. How long have you taught at Peace, Mrs. Cobalt?
This is like my 33rd, 34th year here at Peace.
Oh, my goodness. So you
Mhm.
may know, did you remember Mr. Biggins' son when he was here at Peace?
Connor.
Is it Connor?
Connor Biggins, yep.
My goodness, she remembers
Wow.
your son. That was in no
Yeah.
way rehearsed, Jim.
That is
Look
quite a
at
memory
that.
because that's been a few years. Well, he remembers you too.
Yeah, that's
Very fondly.
wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So really, this is about the last space that we wanted to highlight for you. For the other things, especially the homemade cookies from our first grade teacher, you cannot experience on the live stream. So we do invite you to just, if for nothing else, come grab a cookie and just say hello to us. And anything else that you would like to say, Pastor Hauser?
Just that I will do everything in my power to get us all home by kickoff.
It's
Can
very
I ask you one
important.
more thing though, Pastor Hauser? And this
Yes,
is
of
the thing
course.
it's obviously it's an incredible facility. You've had folks who've been teaching there for a long time and
Yeah.
have been very dedicated to Peace Lutheran School. But the thing that you can't convey just with a video shot is what is it about the people who work there, whether it's teachers, office staff, coaches, custodians, whatever, the thing that makes them special.
Yeah.
Because anybody can put up a building, but the people in it make all the difference.
Preach, brother. Yeah, I was just talking to somebody the other day about our space and how beautiful it is, but ultimately, as they say, the church is not a building, the church is the people. And
Right.
ultimately we're a church. I mean, we're a school, but it's the people that make this place special. It's the passion and love that they have for the kids. A quick little anecdote, when I took a tour of Valley Lutheran probably 10 years ago. They had this thing called Peaks at Valley, very similar to what we're doing here today for our school. And I was a student there, more years than I care to admit. And I was almost in tears by the end of that tour because I didn't appreciate the love and the passion those teachers had for me when I was a punk kid at Valley Lutheran back in the 90s. And similarly, I could very easily get choked up very quickly when I think about Mary Cobalt and the many other teachers that have spent, whether it's 2, 3, 4 years here or 30 or 40 years here, they all have the same love and commitment and passion. I've seen these teachers, virtually all of them, shed tears on more than one occasion because of the love that they have for the students that they teach. And that's something that, to me, that's a priceless gift. Not just as the pastor and administrator here, but I have all three of my children are here, and I would not put them anywhere else because of the people that love on them each and every day. So that's ultimately what I want to share with our community, and that's why I want people to come here. It's a beautiful building. To me, there's no two ways about that.
Yeah.
Frankly, you could probably drive by at 40 miles an hour and figure out, oh, it looks like a pretty nice building. Stop inside and have your minds blown by the love and passion that these teachers have for what they do every single day. That's what makes this place incredible.
I think one of the things that my wife and I appreciated most when our son was there was, it's that love that makes the education work.
Amen.
Because that love ensures that if a kid is struggling in any area, even if it's one assignment, they're going to get the attention and the care to work through that and to learn. And when my son came out of there, he was so ready for high school. High school was almost easy because he was so prepared by what he got at Peace Lutheran. So.
And and I kind of social and emotional and moral readiness that they will have. This is a tough world we live in. And so when we can prepare kids for this tough world and to be a light in a dark place, in my opinion, that's priceless. We'll educate your kids, but we're going to also make sure that they're ready to make this world a better place.
And if you don't mind me adding one more thing, one of the best part of the experience for my wife and I is how well we got to know the parents of all the kids in his class. Many that we are friends with to this day.
Right.
And that level of parent involvement and parent interest, not only in your own kid, but in the classmates of your kid, I think made night and day difference.
Yeah, you're not a number here by any stretch. We talk about the Peace family all the time, and I know a lot of people and even organizations talk about that. I promise you, we live it out, and I think you might even figure that out by spending a half an hour here today. So I would love for folks to come and be a part of our family for a little bit.
Well, if you've never been there, it's easy to find. It's on Lawndale at Shattuck. Can't miss it.
Yeah. Big complex. We're looking forward to seeing you.
All right, 1 until 3 today. We'll have you home in time for the Lions kickoff. But why not have 2 bits of good news today? Start one there at Peace Lutheran, and then
we hope.
We'll have a second one that comes a little later this afternoon.
That's right. That's right.
Go Lions and go Peace. Come on out.
Yes.
All right. Anything you missed, Pastor?
No, this has been great. We will just look forward to seeing everybody here in person in a little bit.
Well, thank you so much, Misty. Thank you, the Communications and Marketing Director. Please thank Kathy for us, the Early Childhood Program Director. And then go hop in the car now The cookies will be there by the time we get there, right?
Yep, yep. Come on over. We got one for you.
Just checking. That was my only responsibility. So, right.
Have a great day.
You too. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye-bye.